football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. On the return, Lynn Bowden. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Josh Jacobs, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. To his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39, Newton. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He rifles one. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. So CD, his very first pass of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. There's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got down to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Taylor. That takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Taylor, the ball.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
New England.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Carr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
The quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. They'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's when you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. to throw again. Carr. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr looking deep downfield. Now a crash of bodies here. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Newton, deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14.
14 yards is the pickup there on a New England 1st down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
1st down, New England.
On 1st down, Newton. Forced out to his left. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing up.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Over 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Carl try it again on second down. And his throw is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
6-yard line.
They give it to Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you away someone in coverage as well, and oftentimes the spy not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's going to loft one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Paul Richardson, 75 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
His kick.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
On first down, it's Newton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Henry runs 59 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Raiders 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Carr now on first down. It's a Patriot sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, he finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Pressure gets through, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts.
Brings up
as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. This is fielded at the 27. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First and 10, Newton. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Play action. It's Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry. And the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Patriots 35, Raiders 6.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up-men. Now the crease here as he's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this is incomplete. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship from the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And get that to Michelle, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's Taylor. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Patriots 42, Raiders 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing on first down is Carr. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. They'll call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And now off to the faces down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of see the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at him.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Patriots 56, Raiders 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
20.
They'll try and run. Taylor, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Patriots 63, Raiders 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's when they...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for for the Raiders. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throw for it on 4th down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Newton on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Newton. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
after the sack on first down. Caught, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Jenkins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And there's another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Yet another mistake after the interception there. It got you. Look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guy.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd. 65 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
The kick is
On
good.
this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this AFC title bout has no doubt not gone according to plan. And these fans, they seem stunned as we move towards the final stages of this ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Paul Richardson.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. It's counted So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
31.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They run once more with Taylor. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Strong running. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
One final try now for Carr. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Thank you.